Assalamualaikum and hi! Today we are going to learn about energy. What is energy? Energy is the ability to do work, including our daily activities. What are the sources of energy? The main source of energy is the sun, and then water, wave, wind, batteries, nuclear, fossil fuels such as stone coal, petroleum, natural gas, and biomass. What are biomass? Biomass are substances from plants or animal feces used to produce fuel and generate electricity. Do you know that the sun can produce electricity by using solar cells, which will absorb solar energy from the sun and change it to electricity? Batteries also have electricity inside of it. Do you know that water, wave, wind, nuclear, stone coal, and biomass also can produce electricity? But how? How these sources can produce electricity? The answer is by using turbines. Turbines will produce electricity when it rotates. Inside of a turbine, there are called copper wires, which are surrounded by magnets. When a turbine rotates, it will produce electricity, but it must be rotated continuously. This is a type of turbine, and these are the turbines inside a hydroelectric power plant. So how will we continuously rotate turbines? We can use water. Water can help us to rotate turbines, such as in a hydroelectric power plant. This animation shows inside of a hydroelectric power plant. Water flow will rotate the turbine, and the turbine will generate electricity, and electricity will be transmitted to buildings, houses, factories, and so on. Besides water, wind can also help us to rotate turbines, such as a windmill. When the wind blows, the wind will rotate the fan of a windmill that will rotate the turbine inside of it. This will produce electricity that will be transmitted to houses, buildings, and so on. A water mill also uses the same mechanism as a windmill, but it uses water to rotate its turbine, the same as a hydroelectric power plant. What about stone coals? How stone coals produce electricity? It's very simple. We can use stone coals to boil water that will produce steam. Steam is a very powerful mechanism to rotate the turbines. This will produce electricity that will be transmitted to houses, buildings, factories, and so on. The same mechanisms are used in nuclear power plants. Nuclear energy will boil water to produce steam that will rotate the turbine to produce electricity that will be transmitted to houses, buildings, and so on. Some countries use geothermal energy to produce energy. Geothermal energy are thermal energy generated and stored in the earth. Beneath the surface of the earth, there are magma. Magma are very hot that can be used to boil water. These will produce steam to rotate the turbine, and then electricity will be produced and will be transmitted to houses, buildings, and so on. Please remember everything that we have learned today. These are the sources of energy that you have to memorize. There are different forms of energy, not just electrical energy. We will learn about the forms of energy in the next lesson. That's all for today. Thank you.